What's up? How we doing? So today we're gonna make miso carbonara. It's not your typical pasta. It's not your typical carbonara. If you're Italian, I'm sorry, but I'm not really sorry. I feel like you guys are a little too stuck up about the whole thing.
If it had like ham in it, it's closer to a British carbonara.
Oh no!
It is. No, that's true.
Oh well, that's why I'm glad you're standing there.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean?
If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. You know what?
A traditional carbonara uses guanciale, egg yolks, parmesan or pecorino, and pepper, lots of pepper. It's like a traditional Roman pasta. Miso carbonara is a riff on it. It uses miso paste, dashi, parmesan, egg yolks, and we sub out the guanciale for just regular miso rubbed pork jowl. And then the garnishes are a little different. You can do green onions, sesame seeds, lemon juice, uni, ikura, whatever your heart desires. Definitely doesn't taste Italian. It definitely doesn't taste Japanese. Definitely a nice marriage of both. So,
Mamma mia!
I can hear every Italian crying right now. Give me your tears. Let me season the fucking pasta water with it. And put it all together in half an hour or so. Let's get started. Don't throw this piece out. Rotate it. Rotate it. Rotate again. You see this little thing? You can throw this out if you want, or you can put it into vegetable stock later. The story behind this dish, my friends and I used to run a little underground supper club back in college. We served it a little differently back then with a sous vide pork belly. Since COVID hit, I've stopped doing these underground dinners, but you know, maybe in the future I'll do it again. Who knows? This is pork jowl. It's like neck, cheek part of the pig. Also, I think one of the most underrated cuts. So you can rub these down with miso and let it sit in your fridge for a day. Essentially cures more flavor. I don't have that time, so I'm just going to rub these down with miso and cook it right now. This is white miso. Like, this is pretty good. Should look like this. Look, I know they look burnt, and yeah, there's a few caramelized burnt ends and bits, but that's just triggers off the miso burning, and it has good flavor. It's burnt where it's like charcoal, like grilled. I'm gonna chop this up into little bits so it can go into my my pasta. I'd say carbonara is like a good stepping stone to learning proper pasta. You're trying to make a sauce out of emulsifying the pasta water with the cheese. That's a technique in itself that's really hard to do without practicing a lot. And I'm not saying that mine's perfect, but when your parents threw noodles on a plate, smack. Threw red sauce on top, smack. Meatballs on top, smack. Now it's pasta, smack, smack, smack. It's not bad, but that's not traditional like Roman pasta. This whole entire video goes against tradition. Oh my god, I'm tired. Say when. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm done. also recommend dry pasta instead of fresh pasta because fresh pasta is a lot harder to cook in and finish in a carbonara sauce without actually overcooking it or anything. Put more water. So it looks really thin, but really this is gonna cook down. And this is how you want it. At least this is the best of what I know. Every noodle has sauce on top. See, twist of the ladle. Squeeze a lemon juice. Solid. It's too good. Maybe it's another middle finger to tradition by the fact that I'm using chopsticks, but chopsticks are the superior utensil. By no means is this traditional. It is so unorthodox. Definitely worth trying. I really believe it. Or your money back. There's no money back.